Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to my bathroom again. So last month, a lot of you mentioned that you were really interested in seeing me share the actual skincare routine for morning and evening based on the products that I pulled out for the month of May. So I never did get around to doing that for May, but I thought I would go ahead and do it for the month of June. Many of you, I think, have a little bit of confusion or just don't really necessarily know how to pair products together. And I don't know that this will necessarily help you, but this is just going to show you the products that I use in my morning and my evening routine and how I personally choose to use these products in any given routine. Now, the morning routine is usually pretty steady. That usually stays the same most days, unless I'm in a rush, in which case I may take a couple of these things out depending on how quickly I need to get ready. The evening routine does change, I would say, a lot more frequently. But we'll talk about that when we get to that point. So yeah, today I am showing you a sample morning and evening skincare routine, and I hope this is helpful for you guys. I'm currently crouched behind the camera. This is like really awkward back here. I'm trying to kind of stay out of the mirror because I feel like it might be distracting. But we're gonna go with it. We'll see how this turns out. I will try to figure out a better way to do this perhaps for July. And maybe I'll just do it in front of the camera. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, let's run through it, you guys. I will put links for these products down below in the description box. If you're interested in any of them, the information will be right down there in that box. If you expand that, that always has the information. So yeah. All right, morning routine. This is a pretty typical morning routine for me right here. So I start out with my cleanser in the shower, and right now I'm using the Derma E De-Stress Calming CBD Cleanser, which is fantastic. I do use that with a konjac sponge, and it's super gentle, very hydrating, just a really, really great cleanser. So if you have very dry skin or if you have sensitive skin, I would really recommend checking out this Derma E CBD line. So far, I am loving it. Next to that, you see my Dermalogica multivitamin thermofoliant. This is a physical or manual exfoliant. I do still use them. I know some of you are cringing, and that's okay. You don't have to use these things if you don't like them. But I happen to really love this one. It is very gentle. It's kind of a splurgy product for me because it's not cheap, but it just works so well, which is why I have continued to repurchase it multiple times. I'm very, very gentle when I'm using this. I do not scrub at my face. I'm not aggressive in any kind of way. And I think that that's what you have to remember when you're using physical or manual exfoliants. Now, I don't use it every single morning, maybe once or twice a week. Definitely at least once a week, maybe twice a week if I'm feeling, I don't know, plucky about it. But for the most part, it's just a once a week treatment. So there's that, and I will use that after cleansing with the Derma E. Next to that, you see the CosRx Propolis Synergy Toner, which is a beautiful, oh, this product is so nice, you guys. It's a beautiful toner from CosRx. If you deal with dehydrated skin, this is a wonderful way to start your hydrating routine. Look into this toner if you haven't. In case you haven't noticed, I feel like I have found a new holy grail item. CosRx in general is a really fantastic skincare line, but there are a few things from them, including their snail mucin, that I think are just top-notch products. So this, yes, get it. Right after applying my toner, which I, by the way, apply just into the palm of my hand, and then I pat it into my skin, I go in with my eye cream. So eye cream is one of the very first things that you want to put on. It just A lot of people start with all of their like serums, moisturizers and whatnot, and then do their eye cream last. But if you're getting that eye cream up around that, if you're getting your other products up around that delicate area, you could potentially keep your eye cream from actually being able to be absorbed into the skin. So I like to do this first because some of my other products, especially in the evening, are a little bit more occlusive. And once you do that, the eye cream becomes kind of pointless if you get it up in that area. And here's the thing, you don't actually need an eye cream. If you have a facial moisturizer that works really well underneath your eyes, just use that. You don't need an eye cream. I like eye creams, so I use them, but they are not a necessity, so do know that. Next, we have the Derma-E Skin De-Stress Calming CBD Serum. I have been using this pretty much most mornings. I just use about 1.5 to 2 pumps. Usually 1.5 is plenty. I will put that all over my face. And then immediately after, I go in with the Paula's Choice 20% niacinamide treatment. If I were to have just a really fast morning where I need to get out of the house very quickly, I would probably just get rid of this and honestly just use this as like my facial treatment for the day. The Paula's Choice 20% niacinamide treatment is a must for me personally because it helps to control my oily skin. Also, niacinamide helps to reduce the look of my pores significantly. It made a significant difference for me, you guys. I cannot recommend niacinamide enough for those of you who are struggling with enlarged pores. This is just the one that I happen to swear by. There are lots of niacinamide treatments out there in the world. So if this one is a little too spendy for you, there are less expensive options. I have tried the less expensive options. I did not like them, at least the ones that I've tried so far. I will continue to test more to see if there is something less expensive I can recommend, but so far that is it for me. Okay, so that's kind of it for the actual face. So pretty simple for the face. Then if we move over here, we have my neck treatments for the day. So I have been religiously using the City Beauty Uplift Firming Serum on my neck, as well as the Dr. Loretta Concentrated Firming Serum, and then following that up with the Dr. Loretta Anti-Aging Repair Moisturizer. So that is a morning routine. For those of you who are having a meltdown because you don't think that I put on an SPF, I do. I ironically keep my SPF in my filming room, and it is, I just put it on before I put on my makeup. Obviously, I need to let the SPF settle into my skin for about 5 minutes, but usually during that time, I will pluck some stray eyebrow hairs or put on a lip mask or watch some videos on YouTube while I'm waiting for the SPF to settle in. But I do use SPF, and by the way, I have a very special SPF collaboration video coming up this weekend, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Okay, I am now awkwardly going to hop into view here to switch these products out so that we can talk about what I use for my evening routine. So I'm just moving these out of the way, and I'm going to start placing products in. Okay, so cleanser. Oh, hi. Well, you guys are totally seeing me. Sorry. It's just going to be weird. The Murad Hydration AHA BHA Exfoliating Cleanser is one that I am loving right now. I do use that with my Clarisonic. However, before I even get to this step, I should have mentioned this. I do use a makeup removing cleansing balm. This is the Slay Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser from Drunk Elephant, obviously. So this actually goes first. So I'm gonna stick it over here, but then I go in with my cleanser. I hate that you guys are seeing me here. Sorry. You know I don't edit my videos, so it is what it is. Okay, so after the cleanser, I will do a mask most nights. So let's just plug this one in here. This is from the Soam Institute. This is their Boost Mask. It's wonderful. I highly recommend it. I don't think it's a must-have, but it's nice. And if you like to play with masks like I do check that one out. So after I rinse the mask off, I will go in with some of my more liquid-based products. So most of you are aware that you should apply your products. The best sort of theory to follow is thinnest to thickest. So take a look at what you have in your routine. The thinner products should go on first because they're going to need to absorb into the skin and not have more occlusive products to try to like work through. So yeah, this is the Paula's Choice 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. Love it. Have loved it for years. So I will use that. And then I will go in with, I also use niacinamide at night. So at nighttime, I do use my 10% niacinamide booster from Paula's Choice. It's not a necessity. I just like to put niacinamide in wherever I can because it's amazing for my skin. Then I will go in with some of my serums. This is the Mary Jane CBD Glow Serum from Truly. It is quite lovely. You could definitely just pop this in here again, but since I have both, I use both. Again, that's not a necessity. I have moved this back into my evening routine now. This is the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Pore Perfecting and Refining Serum. So that will usually go here. Then I will follow that up with a moisturizer right here. And I just realized I forgot to plop in the eye cream. So if I'm using the Banana Bright eye cream from Ole Henriksen again, it'll go right after the mask, but before this. On nights where I am not using this exfoliant, I will sometimes put the propolis in, but I really like to use this product in the morning because it's a nice hydrator for me. If you have a drier skin type, you should use this all day long because you would really like it. Okay, and then for my neck, once again, I do wash my neck. And then I will also put this on in the evening as well. So this is just kind of a 24 hours a day kind of situation for me. So the City Beauty Uplift Firming Serum, and then once again, the Dr. Loretta Concentrated Firming Serum, followed by the Dr. Loretta Moisturizer. So this is a typical night. If you're curious about what I do when I am using tretinoin, a lot of this stuff goes away and it gets a lot more simple. So tretinoin is removing my makeup, washing my face, putting on my Ole Henriksen eye cream. Where are we at? Where's the tretinoin? Oh, here. The Resist 10% niacinamide booster, my tretinoin, which by the way, I do use 0.05%. I really let that soak into my skin for about 10-15 minutes. Followed up, once again, by a moisturizer. So the Daily Greens from Pharmacy has been kind of my go-to. So that's for the face. Obviously, neck stuff still stays the same even on tretinoin nights because I do not use my tretinoin on my neck meat. That just cannot be a thing for me personally. Those of you who are hardcore and you do your tretinoin on your neck, you're my hero, but I'm not there yet. So anyway, this is a sample nighttime routine for you guys here. I hope this was helpful. Obviously, this was not the most visually pleasing video. I apologize. However, I hope it's helpful, at least in letting you see what I use, the order that I use it in. This makes sense for me. This works really well for me. I'm very happy with my skin right now, but this may not work for you because I have extremely oily skin. I deal with enlarged pores. You might have very dry skin and you may not have a pore issue at all, but you may deal with a lot of wrinkles, or you may deal with acne. Obviously, you need to customize your routine for what your concerns are. I just wanted to show you guys how I line these products up on any given night. And yeah, and I just realized that Stella's face has been hanging out in this video the whole time. Hopefully that wasn't too creepy. That's my daughter. She's actually super cute, but I just realized she's totally staring at us in the bathroom here. All right, let me know if you have any questions down below. Once again, if you're curious about any of these products, just check out the description box. Go read up some other people's reviews and thoughts on all of these things. Never just rely on one person to tell you what the best thing is for you, because that may not be the case. Do your research, read ingredients, and be a conscious consumer. All right, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.